former visits. Brecel in a bit of trouble here at 6-3 down. Needs a response.
Well, he's...
One. Nine.
His game, balance his tremendous
16.
attack with the necessary defence to try.
That certainly splattered them.
Tournament in the case of Brecel, with Ricky Walden coming back to force a decider in the first round.
22.
And that must have planted a seed. It was spellbinding stuff. This is a different scenario, though, in this second session.
26.
Just next to the black, but normally that was where you want the cue ball.
34. 42.
Brecel.
Yeah, I just wonder how much it affected Jiahui, that tantrum, because he...
58.
See, you've missed the easy black.
And that's what I was saying about being straight on the black. It's not over yet.
Luca Brecel. 65.
Oh, what a shot. What an opening red from Jiahui.
Brilliant. All important.
Jiahui.
Caught it much too thick. Well, that should seal this frame.
His mood would certainly not have been improved, but granted. Jiahui breaking off in frame 11. Another 6 coming in. This is the target.
Potted it a little bit thin, and that's why I thought better.
Hughes called top up. Of course, he's got back on since then by winning the World Amateur Championship. And then repeated the trick. Made the quarterfinals there, but what he's achieved here eclipses anything.
Oh, great cue power. What a great pot. What?
In the opponent's chair.
7.
These two players have
into that shot. It was quite amazing. And then the brave blue to
that final session, wasn't it? He was going for pretty much everything and getting them all.
pink, but just needs to screw back a couple of inches or run through. Get rid, easily play for the pink to the middle or the corner. Chose the
28.
corner. Easier. Once he removes this red, the black, easier to get to in both pockets.
The match with Anthony McGill was a very different style of game. A lot of the frames, well, he battled and ultimately won the day in the decider.
43.
This match is much more open.
51.
And don't try and play a tricky positional shot. Think about tricky positional shots.
Cost him. So you want to make absolutely sure that.
So this red, safe. The spectators is that both these players seem to be up for this semi-final. Have a lot of that in his match with McGill.
Just the lack of fluency throughout that match from either player, the fact that the balls were often awkward because there were a lot of battle to fall over the line. But crucially, Jiahui did being given license to play his A game. And what a break this.
That opening red, actually. He had so much action on the
88.
cue ball. And as you say, Philip, what a blue that was. Because
But it didn't remotely
95.
affect his for century number 3. Brilliant. Buton.
104.
just knocked the long yellow in easy.
107.
As we say.
111.
And if he wins this one, then he's going to be
122.
Luca Brecel. Absolutely.
That C potted.
Back underway then, frame 12. The last before our next. His pot. Series of other breaks.
6.
Little.
After the world, really been a boost for him to see the XF Open at Ding's Academy last year too. And he's also a very modest fellow, very much still here.
Well, if you can leave a little angle on this red, he hasn't done.
30.
Get to it. Now.
Thank you.
Oh, what a split. Chose to play for the blue. And there's another.
4 from distance, 95%. That is outstanding in terms of his pot return. He's just...
No.
Yeah, a little bit like Stephen Hendry used to do at that age. And Ronnie
with each round, and of course that's the secret here at the Crucible. Favourites. And then had to slug it out with Anthony McGill after. It's another couple of levels up from anything we've seen to date.
70.
Nearly 400 points more than his opponent now, Jiahui. He's up against someone who
80.
plays in a very similar...
in the last frame, he made contact with the brown. It was a safety shot in this game. Back to back.
89.
shame.
Incredible what he's done already. And that red is going towards the baulk corner.
Well, Simon, given the quality of the 20-year-old's potting.
Well, I like that shot he's played there. He's given, doesn't want to get involved in safety down this end of the table, so he's given the safety advantage away. Semi-final of the World Championship.
On this evidence, he's got a great present.
Clever. Clever safety. He can play. See, those have to start going in. It's good to have that kind of shot in your armoury, though, isn't it? Where you can screw.
Cheers, thank you.
Yeah, good return safety. Shots. And then when he does get a chance, he only just missed that red on the return to baulk, caught it a little to have in your armoury. Look at that. Just look at that. He's over screwed this one.
Four.
Quite got the angle to get that cue ball. All around the angles. The player that you're playing, you're not part of this game anymore. You just got to watch
18.
like every.
20.
Made the black almost impossible to miss, but he played high on the black.
34. 42.
High on the black again, playing this, but he shouldn't miss the black off the spot.
Lead.
50.
But of course, he's building a very handsome lead. If he can win this one, guaranteed to be in front going into session 3.
The blue. No, he's playing for the black. And overdone it.
Jiahui. 58.
Oh. Oh, superb. Superb.
And it was another terrific red under pressure, just as the blue was in the previous frame before the interval.
8.
The calibre of the snooker, but also the absolutely thriving in this environment come his way out of the blue, really. Sure, C wasn't
20.
expecting, and he's making the absolute most of the chance to get into a world final.
He really is. He's dreamed of this.
30.
And playing like a true champion.
So when you get on a roll in this place, anything's possible.
Absolutely. He misses that one.
It's a big one.
He needs a good break-off. And that is not a good break-off. He's caught the blue. It might finish.
Three centuries, two others that could have been tons that were frame winners.
Well, that's put pressure. But he's seen something different. Well, that's a great... Got to cover that red
Luca
over the
Brecel.
right corner.
For a while, Brecel got back into it.
Very, very close. Plenty of pressure on it. Nicely played.
Quarters of an hour since he potted one, so that'll be a relief in itself. But what can he now do with this chance? He's under enormous pressure now, knowing
7.
And isn't it? The black's kind of tied up. The pink's difficult.
30.
We'll see what Luca's got.
$21.
To get to the next red. Position.
29.
That's a fantastic pot. That's a fantastic... And it should have done his...
oh goodness, just when it looked as though
him. But shouldn't have missed the pink. Those 3 reds behind the black need some attention at some stage.
played today, Brecel has been basically powerless to do anything about
17.
it. But
Play for the 2 loose ones. He decided to go into them, and I think that's a good decision because he could have always spun out for one of
25.
And that black takes him into... I don't want to finish too straight here.
41.
And that looks about right. Oh, he split the reds. He needs some luck here.
Jiahui.
And he didn't get it.
41.
If the black goes...
Cheers.
Blue back on its spot.
Seven.
The inches, maybe.
16.
Well, he's...
just green and brown should do it.
90.
And boy, did he need the...
Forward pot into the left centre. Had he lost this frame as a result of that, it could end, and that would take a lot of retrieving. But crucially,
28.
he can now forget about that miss. Blue missed the blue, and Brecel, reprieved, has taken advantage and could still emerge from this session relatively. The damage, if at all possible. That's what Brecel has got to try and do now.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see. See, shall we? Right in the middle.
One.
No danger.
Four. Jiahui. 11.
A rare safety.
Well, again. That's a let off. And he's going to have left this red on. If it bounces, slide safe off the one in baulk. And that looked to be all or nothing. Visible when he's bridging.
1.
Well, it rattled, didn't it? Well, I just do not understand that shot. He's got a straight red to the middle.
Third session of 4. Could yet be 6.
11. $17.
But in it goes.
Backs himself. Plays them with
27.
as the favourite, given, of course, he's got much greater experience, not of the Crucible, in terms of the latter stages. He's making his semi-final in the first round and then taking out Williams and O'Sullivan. But at the moment, Jiahui is looking like a bridge too far.
Right in the middle.
30.
And that's a great kiss. The thing is, every time he gets through one break...
40.
Yeah, all snooker players have played sessions where they can't miss. Superbly. And that's another frame that's gone
50.
for Luca Brecel in one video.
Like he owns the place. We've missed that red, but there's only 51 left.
Luca Brecel to break.
Brecel needs to summon the blood and produce something, salvage something from this session.
An all or nothing shot. Oh, a double kiss. Whereas he just needs to get in amongst the ball.
$7. 8.
But sometimes you need to change your game to be able to stop your opponent scoring so heavily. There's no better way than that, than if he runs into
60.
trouble, his safety releases another one to the right corner. Played it well.
24.
And just hasn't finished.
One.
It's a good pot. Not ideal on the next.
4.
Finishing low on this next red. And that's what he's done.
But he's that good a potter that he can... Because of the quality of his snooker today. He's cranked it up even from yesterday.
To nudge more reds out here.
18. $26.
Mr. Red into that same pocket.
$42.
Well, what a session, a session.
If he wins this one, he's only
49.
going to be 6 away.
Like a train. Heading towards that winning line, isn't it?
Fourth, made 97.
But he's looked at it. So I don't know what that was all about.
60.
Frame ball. Not that it will be there any longer after his heroics here. Now, 40 is the difference.
Jiahui.
35-11.
What?
Had to win. Good pot. Keeps his hopes alive.
Luca Brecel. 8.
It's close. It's close.
The Belgian. And that
9.
Jiahui was superb in the first session of his first in this second session to win it. Very commanding 6-frame advantage.